Setbacks sting, and they sting for a reason, so that you can try and do whatever you can to avoid them in the future. In fact, there's much research by Nobel laureates Kahneman and Tversky that speaks about this, about people's inherent aversion to any kind of loss. Now, over the course of a long career, I've had many, many moments which have felt like setbacks, and I'm sure there'll be many, many more such moments. Many years ago, when I'd first applied to business school, I'd cleared the written test and I went for interview prep classes. So one by one, each of us was called into a room where a panel of 2 interviewers asked us questions of the kind we should expect. So right at the start of my interviewer asked me which Indian businesses I admired. It's an innocent enough question, but I was silent. I'd never thought about any Indian businesses. In an attempt to be helpful, he asked me to name a few Indian businesses. Once again, I was silent. By then, perhaps both the interviewers were beginning to feel a bit panicky. So I said Surf, Literal, Kisan tomato ketchup. I was actually clutching at straws here. He didn't respond, and then I said Canara Bank. Now I was an account holder, and then he sighed. He told me that Surf and Literal were brands of a company called Hindustan Levers. Never heard of them. And then he told me that he'd hardly ever met anyone who knew so little about business. Wow, that certainly stung. But then I did spend the next few weeks carefully reading business newspapers and magazines, actually for the first time, and was much better prepared by the time of the actual interviewers. But what if I hadn't learned from that setback? Maybe I would have had a completely different career.